If you are working in Europe, you have to have your own house, especially in Ireland. If you know you are working, work and save money to buy your own house. Because if you think you want to rent, that you don't want to have mortgage, if you are renting for 20 years, you are finished paying mortgage for someone else. Because I come across a video on Facebook when a guy that live in France was analyzing Egogo Nola and Akate Hypeman. According to him, he said, Egogo said, if you have one house in Europe, it's better than, you are richer than the person that have 20 houses in Nigeria. I don't know if it's right or not. He was talking from his experience. But for me, if you know you want to live in Europe and you are working, you have to have your own house. Because the guy that was analyzing the video said he live in France. He's living in his own house, apartment. Mortgage is not good. According to him, he make several examples when people that is paying mortgage, they are not eating well. People that is paying mortgage, they look rough. They don't have money to maintain themselves. Depends of the country they are living. If you are, depends of the country you are. If you are, don't speak for all Europe. You will mention the country you are. Like me now, for example, I live in Ireland. If you want to work in Ireland, if you really want to work to be a better person, you have to have your own house. If you don't have your own house, you are paying mortgage, you are paying a rent. Automatically, you are paying mortgage for someone else. Some people will say, no, mortgage is too expensive. Oh, I don't want to buy mortgage. I want to rent a house. If you are renting for 20 years, you are pay half quarter. You are pay half. You are finished paying for someone else's mortgage. For example, we live in our own house. I have spent 18 years in this house now. This house is mortgage, it's not cash. Me and my husband, we bought this house. We have been living here for the past 18 years. 18 years is gone from our mortgage. And I know somebody 18 years ago, that person said, God forbid, it's too expensive. Oh, I don't want to carry mortgage. I don't want to buy a mortgage. I want to pay rent. That person has been paying somebody else's mortgage for the past 18 years. For me now, I have some few years left. After years, the house will be our own for life. If you know what I mean. Except if you don't want to work, you want to be on social welfare. Because if you are working, you don't have your own house. Some people will work for a few years to gather money to buy their own house. Some people will say, oh, I don't want to buy a house. I want to be renting. My dear, if you come to think of it, if you rent for 20 years, you are finished paying somebody else's mortgage. If you are not finished, it will be 5 years or 6 years that is left. Believe me or not, if you want to work hard, except you want to depend on social welfare. And it's not good to depend on social welfare. If not, you will be a slave forever. If you just arrive the country, fine. You can't tell me you will be in the country for 5 years, you are not working. Anybody that I know, most of the people that I know in this island, that are my friends, that is close to me, they have their own house. They bought their own house because they refuse to pay people mortgage. Although before you buy your own house, you have to pay. Like us, my husband was working we worked for like a year and 6 months or 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, before we can be able to have a credit to buy a mortgage. Because even to buy mortgage is not easy. You have to save. You have to have a good, clean record. Your record have to be clean. They have to investigate you. They have to, everything about you. Your credit have to control. If you are owing before, if you are the type of person that is buying something, not paying, if your credit is not clean, you can't have a mortgage. So if you see anybody that have a mortgage, respect that person. And mortgage is not a buying journey. According to the guy, the way he was analyzing it, people that have mortgage, they can't eat well, they will be... No, depends of the kind of mortgage you have. Sew your coat according to your clothes. If you sew your clothes according to your clothes, you will live fine. I have a mortgage, yeah, we have a mortgage, we are living fine. So, please, stop advising people wrongly. Speak for your country. Don't say the whole Europe. People that have mortgage in Ireland, they are living well. I know a lot of people that have mortgage in Ireland, they are living fine. If you have spent 2 years or 3 years, gather money to buy your own house. If you don't buy your own house, automatically you are paying somebody else's mortgage. Believe me or not, if you don't believe me now, after you spend some years, you will remember me. You will thank me later. If you know you just arrived Ireland, settle down, work hard, save money, eat well. Because if not, if you don't eat well, you will not survive to pay the to buy the mortgage. Eat well, save money for deposit to buy your own mortgage, so that you will not be paying somebody else's rent. Because if you think you are wise, you don't want to carry mortgage, it's too much, and you will rent a house for 1,000 something, automatically you are paying somebody else's mortgage. Those that have here, let them hear. Thank you. I don't want this video to be too long.